It's GAZZA bounce time and your daily dose of positive attitude, and I'm back. I'm back here in the UK, and what a surprise I got when I come back, because I don't know if you remember, about 3 or 4 weeks ago I did a video about a friend of mine who was having some struggles, and he approached me about things that he needed to do, and he didn't know where his business was going. And when I got home, I opened my phone, listened to my messages, and there was a few from him. And there was one that just made me smile from ear to ear, because it said, "Gary, you saved my business. I love you." Now, you can imagine how excited I was anyway. So I had to phone him up and I had to find out what he had done to turn things around, what had changed. So I phoned him up, and you could hear the excitement in his voice the minute I phoned him up. I said, "What have you done? What's happened?" He goes, straight after the meeting that me and you had, he goes, "I just started taking action. I put some small systems in place. I made my staff stick to them. I changed a few things in my personal life to make sure that I could continue with these things." And just listening to his voice was just so excitable. I'm an excitable person anyway, but just listening to his voice, and that's when I had to tell him, I was so proud of him. But that's when I told him I didn't do anything. He did it all. He saved his business. He's the one who realised that he had to make himself accountable. He's the one who realised that he had to make changes. There was no time for excuses anymore. He's the only one who was responsible for what was going wrong, and he got that. He understood it. Just understanding that is just so powerful. Realising that you are the only one who's in control of your own destiny. It was just so powerful to hear. He'd made the right choices. He realised that he had to change things. He had to make sacrifices if he wanted to move forward. He could now see his dream again. That passion, that desire was there, so he could continue his journey. It just blew my mind to just hear that he just needed a kick up the arse to get that going. But once he realised it was his fault and he was responsible, he took consistent action. So I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of Adam for what he's done. I want you to stand up and be counted as well, because once you stand up and be counted, you can start realising your dreams. Because if you want something, you just go and get it. If you want it bad enough, just fight for it. Go get it, and don't be a goose.